Up here at the top left of the map, we have our Terran player. He is dominating the TSL team. Can he finish them off for an all kill?
And this also Scalper!
And there he is, looking very confident now. And down here at the bottom left, his opponent, he is the last hope for the team TSL. If he doesn't win this, and 4 other games, his team will lose and be eliminated.
TSL, shine!
Remember, this is a consolation match between the losers of the previous matches. So the loser here is eliminated. The winner goes on to the playoffs. Very important match here, and Sculp's got to feel so good about himself at this point.
Scott now at the top left with his first barracks, ladies and gentlemen, in Entombed Valley, a map where we have seen a couple of decent Terran versus Zerg games. It's definitely a map when you have... Oh, there's the sign by the way we were talking about earlier.
Oh wait, it's free to watch. Lol, lol, lol. It is free to watch, and we do encourage you again to come down here if you happen to be in Seoul. So often we get people that are here visiting family, visiting friends. They're here for school, they're here for the military, and they come down to the studio and watch some GSL games. They always enjoy it. So if you happen to be in Korea, you can go ahead and stop by. Although actually we've had a couple people, very rare, but a couple people come here specifically to watch GSL, which is really cool.
Second base being built by Shine now, and he will... Well, the problem... Well, not really the problem, but what you want to do on this map is you try just to take your third, but you have to kill the rocks between the 2 bases in order to be able to defend it. If you don't kill the rocks, the Terran player is able to just bounce with a couple of medivacs between all 3 bases and make sure that he drops you, and you will be in so much trouble. You will be in a situation that you don't want to be in. You have to just run across the map for the entire time, and you can't defend against it. So killing the rocks is really crucial when you take a third base. A little bit of pressure play now for Sculp. Shine needs to back off, but the Zerglings are already being built, so that should not accumulate to anything.
Yep, he's going to build that spine crawler just to make sure he takes this seriously. You don't want to be like, okay, well, this is just a scare bunker. He's not really putting pressure on me, and then not actually respond to it, and then it completes. And he's going to force that cancel with the Zerglings. Very nicely done. And very nice of Shine to not overreact to that situation.
Kind of just to see what exactly Skulls is going to do this game, if we see something a little bit similar. So far he's played exactly what he did the last few games. We see him once again with the expansion after the Reactor Factory Hellions. Maybe he's mixing it up a little bit in the mid game, but especially his drop play has been very, very impressive against My Way. You might see exactly the same kind of pressure onto the Zerg player. So for Shine, it's of course a very, 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 very important match. He does not only need to eliminate his opponent at hand, he doesn't only have to kill Sculp, but at the same time, there's just a lot of players coming up that TSL NS Wholesale can throw his way. It's going to be a tough one. It's definitely... I would have never expected this Clown War to be at a 4-0... this team battle to be at a 4-0 standing, so this is really a surprise, but well, today NS Socio definitely playing very, very strong.
You know that Iron Squid qualifier that you keep talking about, Symbol winning? Guess who he beat in the finals? Shine. So Shine almost won that same qualifier. Shine, by the way, used to be on Team FOU, or now FXO, by the way. And just to clarify, is not associated with the Brood War player Shine.
For gas, no for Shine, the Zerg player, and well, let's see, he's not teching just yet. He's getting the hatchery. This is exactly what I mentioned on Antigua, that right now a lot of Zergs tend to get the hatchery, the macro hatch a little bit earlier. And there's the Hellions trying to get into the base, but wow, very well played by Shine so far. He's still able to deal some damage though. There's still 5 Hellions alive and kicking.
And no, the drones are now stacked up. They're Nope, gets away with all the drones.
He only kills 3 of them. Very, very well
Nice.
defended. Very well defended by Shine. That was so well done.
Even
Killed a lot
canceling
of
that extra
Hellions.
spine crawl at the end when he realized that the Hellions weren't going to be a threat anymore. Overlord's trying to scout what's going on. He's going to spot all of those barracks. Knows exactly what kind of play Sculp is going for now.
He missed the starport, but that's okay. He knows about the barracks. He doesn't know about all the add-ons though, which is a little bit unfortunate for him, obviously. Doesn't know everything. The Overlord was spotted very early. Lair tech coming now up, and as we also have the Baneling Nest. He's spreading his creep a little bit outside of his main base. Did he kill the rocks already? No, he did not. He has a bunch of Zerglings just attacking it just now.
Yeah, very important to get those rocks down as soon as possible so you can be able to go back and forth between those bases and try and defend it.
It's kind of funny though. So far, the only player that has been able to go for an all-kill was Bomber.
Yep.
Bomber the only one. And now we might see another Terran player go for an all-kill in a team battle. Hey, no judgment there.
Nope, none at all. And oh, he actually saves that creep tumor. So he's gonna have 3 active creep tumors. He's gonna be able to start spreading his creep pretty well. He's already spreading his creep very nicely. You can see around the left side of the map, down to the right. He spread it to his 3rd base already. Very nicely done by
He has 5 queens.
Shine.
5 queens on 2 bases.
Nice.
And here comes the Spire, ladies and gentlemen. An Overseer being... Where exactly does he have the Overseer? At the bottom, okay, he sends another scout into the main base of his opponent. At the left, you might just be able to spot it on the minimap right now. Here it is.
Queens are good to have. I mean, he didn't make any roaches. He didn't want to fight the Hellions with speedlings, so he made extra queens in order to fight those Hellions. So that's pretty smart. And now he's just got the extra queens. He's like, all right, well, I'll just make a bunch of creep tumors now. He's in a little bit of trouble here. Marines pushing in, killing some of those creep tumors.
The Overseer is in the main base, spotted everything that's happening. So in regards to scouting, Shine is in a decent position. 80 overall supply against 90.
Oh, here he is charging in. He's going to trap those Marines. He's going to lift them. Lifts them before the Banes hit.
Lifts most of them. Shine has a lot of minerals. He has a little bit of gas as well, about 700, so he will be able to build like 7 Mutalisk if he decides to do so. And once again, Skald resorting to his drop play, trying to fly to the left side of the map, but that he's flying over creep, so Shine is aware what's happening. He's building the Mutalisk right now, and he might even be able to get them out in time to try to take down his opponent's drop. But no, there the drop is headed for the 2nd base, and there it is. Attacking the units immediately. 1 Baneling taking down most of the Marines, but Sculp is playing it quite well. Moving another few Marines on to the high ground, but the Mutalisk will shut down the drop play for now.
That medevac is not getting away.
2 additional bases being built. He needs to expand now, and he knows it, so he's going for a 3rd and a 4th, while another drop is trying to prevent exactly this.
Yeah, very bold, trying to get both those bases up at once. And again, engaging the medevac with, oh, actually nicely done. He actually targets down a Mutalisk. So that was actually, wasn't as horrible as it could have been there.
I really like what Shine is doing now, so we have Shine with a very, very nice macro management. This drop is doing a little bit more damage, but so far he has been in a situation where he was slowly and steadily killing everything that Sculpt threw against him. So he might actually be able to pull off what My Way and Revival were not able to do with this Mutalisk and Zergling combination. Once again, another drop dies, and he has secured all 4 bases, at least for now.
Yeah, very nicely done by our Zerg player Shine. He is really looking good. He's getting +1 attack for his Mutas, so he's definitely committed to continuing with his Mutalisk production. And I don't think we've seen, oh, I was just about to say we don't think we've seen an army, but the army just goes down. That's going to be partly for upgrades, but it's also going to enable him to get out a Thor or 2 or 3 in order to really defend against these Mutas. He does have good turret running around his base, though.
And he is still spreading creep. That's one thing we've been going on about it in the past already, but I think we have to emphasize on it once again. Even after the active creep tumors have been killed, at least a few of them, he decides to use the queens. He sends them out in order to place down new tumors and spreads his creep again, and this is so important. I can't stretch it enough. If you are playing against a Terran player, you want to stretch your creep as far as possible. Every single time your opponent kills the creep tumors, you should rebuild them, because it just slows down every single push that a Terran player can do. They have to either fight on creep, which is something that you don't want to do when you're a Terran, or they have to scan ahead, and this will slow down everything they do. So very, very nice decision. Once again, small force of Marines is sent on to creep and scans, and of course also the Marines try to do some damage. Well, Shine might just pick them off if they are a little bit too eager and move too far onto the creep itself.
It's so sad to see so many creep tumors, all that work, all that hard work they've been doing the entire game, slowly building out that creep, and then they just stim in there with one scan and take out a dozen tumors. Anyway, that is the way it goes for the Zerg, and he's going to try and defend against this attack here. A lot of Marines pushing in. Oh, he's going to flank with some Banes, but they are not in position. There's no support Zerglings right there, so Sculp actually ends up taking the watchtower and getting a really nice position in the middle here. But he is on creep, and I believe the Banelings have speed upgrades, so he has to be really careful.
Yeah, they do. They're already rolling it out. We have a Hive Tech and a drop for the Overlords, but here comes Shine for now, trying to attack into his opponent's army. Very nice split with the Marines. He's still guarding his tanks. I like it. And Shine is in a little bit of trouble. He's dropping in supply by quite a bit. And it was really beautiful to watch how Skull was able to defend his tanks with a few Marines while he was fighting the main army of Shine. And once again, the Banelings come in, a lot of them at that. Oh, the tank's trying to escape, but I don't think he'll be able to do so.
No, this is actually really bad. He needed to turn around and go home after that last victory because the reinforcements of the Zerg were too great. And instead, though, his army gets wiped out. He loses a couple medevacs. He loses his tanks. He is now pretty much tankless. I think he doesn't have any tanks on the map, maybe one. Oh, he's got a couple tanks, but still lost a lot there. And that was really bad. The Zerg now is getting the pathogen gland upgrade, getting the drop upgrade, getting 2-2. So actually things are looking pretty good for our TSL player.
Yeah, he's doing very well. He already has four bases, let's not forget about it. We have 3 bases for Sculp, and he's now getting the +2/+2 upgrades while his opponent just started the Greater Spire attack. Pathogen glands is about to be done. We have Infestors, we have more Banelings. A really nice play by Shine so far. Very, very impressive performance. And Sculp is falling behind. He's already behind with 40 supply, and I just don't see him taking the initiative in this game. He needs to win one of the battles. Once again, active creep tumors everywhere. We have Shine still spreading his creep, replacing those active creep tumors, exactly what we talked about, and he spread the creep to the middle of the map already.
Yeah, yeah, he's reproducing that creep there, nicely done. He's got a lot of Zerglings, a ton of Zerglings in the middle of the map. This is beautiful. Oh, and he catches him on siege. The first couple tanks at least are unsieged. The ones in the back are sieged up. Is it going to be enough though? The Banelings survive, and he just destroys those tanks and actually just leaves. He doesn't need to engage. He doesn't need to go farther in. He's like, all right, well, there's no way you can have more than 3 bases. I've got a Zergling at your 4th. I've got an Overlord over by your possible 5th. I've got Overlords all around the map. You're on 3 bases. I'm on 4. I can take a 5th. I don't need to kill you right now because I'm ahead. I can just keep you contained.
Here he comes in once again. Research +3/+3 at a time. We have already now a Fungal. A couple of Banelings go off. Well played.
He needs to turn around and fight though because he's going to kill the Infestors.
Nice.
There's the Fungal.
Very well done. And
Beautiful
another
double
one.
Fungal.
A lot of Marines fight the dust, and here come more bio units for our Terran player, trying to snipe down the Infestors. They are able to kill most of them, but not all of them, and the rest of the Zerglings, the reinforcement, take on the Marines. 134 supply against 182 now. We have Corruptors being built, Neural Parasite being researched. The 4th base now finally for Skull, but I think it's gonna be too late.
Even throwing a couple Banelings there just for fun, just for kicks. And wow, this is just looking so good for Shine. He is in such a commanding position. He can still throw this away with a bad battle, but he just keeps pushing out. Sculp keeps pushing out into the middle of the map where he can get super flanked by all these Zerglings and just loses his army over and over again. And he can keep doing that for a little bit, but his main is out. His 2nd base is about to finish mining out, and then he's not going to have the money to keep rebuilding these armies.
Shine is just with a better economy, so he can trade armies. He needs to be a little bit more careful, though. He just lost a huge chunk of Mutalisks without microing them because he didn't realize that they were attacking. And once again, trying to kill the creep tumors. But the first Broodlords are now being built. Another attempt to drop with a Medivac at the bottom right, but there are just units everywhere. 154 supply still against 194.
Now the only thing that...
Can't even kill the Overlords because of the Overlord speed.
The only thing that Sculpt does have going for him is that Shine has not actually taken a fifth base, and now he's trying to right here. It gets spotted, but...
And we don't have Adrenaline Glance, just something that I want to mention. +3/+3 now for the Zerg player.
The last Marine.
The Terran player is getting the same upgrades, but we still don't have Adrenaline Glance, and that's something that Shine definitely should try to research as soon as possible.
Yeah, so finally we have Shine getting that fifth base up. That's something that he's kind of been lacking for a while, so even though he's been ahead this whole time, he hasn't gotten that super good economy just yet, although he's kept all of his drones. Hasn't really lost
There's
lots
a Spine Crawler, by the way, at the natural. I like this decision. That's exactly what I've missed in the game my way.
And
actually, 2 drops.
He might lose some drones now. Nice drop in the back there. Again in the expansion. He's killing so many drones right now. Well, not a ton of drones actually. Only got 4 or 5 in the end, it looks like. And that's going to get cleaned up. So still Shine in commanding position. And now the killing blow. The Broodlords are out on the map.
He still has the lead, but with a 4th base now in position, I don't think we should count Sculpt out just yet. He played very well so far, and I'm curious to see how he's going to react to the Broodlords. We don't have a Ghost Academy for him just yet. He's building a bunch of Vikings, not too many of them. And there are really a lot of infestors, 9 in total, so let's see what he's going to do. He's immediately starting to get the +1 attack upgrade. No Ghost Academy is being built. He does not have the minerals. He has gas, 2,000 gas banked up, but he's lacking the minerals. That's a huge problem for the Terran player now. Now, he should try to get even another base.
Now, this time we actually have Shine doing what you were supposed to do. He has his Broodlords out in front, and he's got Corruptors and Infestors and Lings in the back. There we go, beautiful fungal.
Wow.
That's exactly what he was waiting for. The Marines to overextend to attack the Broodlords so he can stomp down on them with furious anger, and now he's just got such a good army. The Broodlords have almost nothing left to stand in their way. He hasn't even got Vikings out yet.
He's playing it very well. Very, very nice unit control for Shine. Still on 200 supply against 120. Very well executed.
I think TSL Shine might have this. He's not even producing Vikings right now. He's got nothing to deal with his Broodlord army.
It looks like
TSL Shine is going to save his team from getting all killed by Sculpt.
It looks like Bomber is still the only player that achieves an all kill. 4-1, Shine with at least 1 win for his team, for TSL. Sculpt a little bit disappointed. Obviously, he would have loved to get an all kill, but well.
And his team is so happy for him. They did not want to just get completely wiped off the map by 1 player. And wow. So Shine managing to defeat Sculpt, who had taken out 4 of those teammates. And there's the TSL team, sponsored by the Handsome Nerd. Looking actually a little bit cheerful. They don't look down in the dumps. That win actually picked up their spirits a lot, so it's pretty cool to see. But remember, that victory was just the first step in a very, very long uphill battle for Shine. You know, it reminds me of when I was actually hiking in Saraxon, one of the national parks here. What? What's so funny?
This change of topic is like...
No. It's a metaphor. I'm using a metaphor of the uphill battle here. Saraxon, the hike I did.
I was just thinking about the next player, and suddenly that's reminding me of when I was hiking. I was like, what?
All right, hold on. No, follow me here. Okay, so there's the hike that I did at Saraxon. I forgot the name of the particular hike I did, but it's got 2 phases. One of them is the first part where it's like somewhat uphill. It takes you like an hour and a half, 2 hours to do, maybe an hour and a half, something like that. and you're like, all right, well, now we're like 2/3 of the way done with this hike, right? We've
You're
gone
losing
2/3 of the
momentum.
distance. And then you get to the part that's steep uphill, like actually close to mountain climbing. And it looks like NS Hoso is going to be sending out none other than Sage to battle Shine. Anyway, it seems like you're done with the hard part, but then you actually really get to the hard part. And the last 1/3 of the distance actually takes you more than half of the time because it's so difficult. It would have been better if you hadn't interrupted me. You got off my flow, man. You threw me off.
Sorry.
It would have been a good metaphor.
It's just like, what?
Look, so Shine, he's done with the part that seemed hard, but now he has the hardest part yet to go. That's my point here.
Okay.
He's still got a lot of work ahead of him.
I completely agree.
And then when he gets
Let's
to the
hike
top,
together.
when he gets to the top, there's a guy with a camera that will take your picture for you at the top and print it out on a printer that he somehow has at the top of the mountain.
No, you lost me again.
Have you been to Saraxon?
No.
You should go. It's only a 2-hour bus ride away. Although maybe not now. Maybe you should wait till it warms up a little bit. Anyway, there is Sage, very strong Protoss player. He is Code B, but he is pretty good nonetheless. He's being brought off the bench to deal with Shine, who stopped the all-kill.
Metropolis is going to be the map. Pretty decent map for Protoss. Can get a very, very easy second base, and especially Gateway. All-ins on 2 bases are pretty strong. Seen that in the past. If you are in a good position, if you can position your army well,
Look at
then
that
force
keyboard.
fields are just so strong.
He's got all yellow keys on a blue keyboard. That's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm sorry. We're going to take a quick break, though, while he gets his gear set up to see if he can finish off the TSL team or if Shine will get a second skill and try and bring his team back into the match. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a few minutes.